mic out. All right. Just wanted to do this quick video real quick. I'm just running around the map, just farming a little bit, whatnot. So I'm in downtown West up here in this area, but I have a bounty.
Civilians in danger.
And so I just wanted to show you guys. I'm going to be doing this with this Backfire build that I have, and I'll go over this whole build in the pieces as soon as we get it done. Let's just kind of concentrate on this. Looks like I'm going to have to hit this other thing first, maybe. It's a good build. You know, that's one thing about Division. This thing is... Oh, I didn't see I was hitting... Oh, shit. Well, let's see if I can roll through these guys.
Incoming threat! Target the enemy behind the shield! Need a medical
I don't really want to... I just wanted to get... Sorry, my man, you're going to be on your own. I gotta get over to this bounty, because that's what I'm actually doing. They just happen to be in my way. Alright, now... I got more people in my fucking way. Jeez Louise. Just deconstruct that stuff. Yeah. As you can see, the build so far, it's strong. It's pretty strong. And I've got 100 and something % hazard protection. So, you know, with this build, with this gun anyways, you end up taking bleed damage. But I actually don't take any. Who the fuck is this? Oh. Okay. Oh, she's fucking dead.
Hostile control point detected. Electronic device detected.
Jeez Louise. Trying to get over to this other fucking thing over here.
Stay away from now on.
Oh my god. You know, I haven't played the game in a while. Jimmy crickets. Hold on. See if I can just run past these idiots.
Don't let them move.
He's in this place here. I just can't remember how to get in, which...
Agent requesting backup.
I got a fucking itch on my foot. Oh, fucking A, man. I can't get to... I mean, I can't do the bounty if I can't fucking get into the bitch. I already pretty much have a lot of that stuff, yeah. Once we get in here, and I finally, Jesus Christ, finally get in here. Alright. Wow, you must hit me with a shotgun, because...
Coming from that barrier.
I thought I grabbed my shield.
Cover you. How you like them apples?
Oh, yeah.
Incapacitated. Agent killed. Immediate medical assistance.
Wow, they are really hitting me with something strong. They're all hiding down here, too.
Moving position. Throw this armor away.
Come on.
Been pinned down. Oh.
Well, it's gonna be 120 seconds, and I can't really afford to get fucked up here, so... Since they hit me with, like, a shotgun or whatever the hell this bitch hit me with.
You can hide behind that all you want.
Sounds like he's down there. Oh, here, look at this guy hiding. Oh, I see. My target's over there. They really nailed the shit out of me. Alright. So this build is got a lot of hazard protection and protection from elites. As you can see, anybody can get shot. Let me see if I can find my fucking way over to where these guys are now. What I need to get is a med kit. How the fuck do I get over there? Ugh. Well, this is kind of stupid. Definitely gonna end up getting smacked because where the fuck is this guy? Like literally right on top of me, but yeah, I'm finding every other little thing except the way in. You can always find places, you know, where there's like a little yellow. There's always like a yellow something like a raincoat or something that says you could jump up on there. Hey, kitty. I don't know where this guy is. Well, I have to run around then. Sucks. I didn't want to really use those med kits. Oh well, thought that might have been the way there. But of course, typical I gotta run all around, and I can't. I'm not even gonna worry about that. I can't go back to the White House because then I'll just lose my. I don't want to lose the progress on this. Well, I mean, literally, I was here before. So I must be either missing a rope. I mean, they're right there, so. Here's that girl that was here. I don't care about that.
Hostile control point nearby.
Huh. Yeah, I don't know how the fuck. I mean, it seems like I was in the right spot, but. These guys are just sneaky little turds, you know. I don't want to use this. I got that Chunga guy there. Shoot. Well, I'm gonna have to use it. It's really kind of fucking pisses. Oh, good. That really fucking pisses me off. I can't see how to fucking get in this place. There's no doors. A dog or a cat, whatever the fuck that was there. So it's gotta be where I already was. Because it's the only place that goes in there. I don't want to fuck with any more of these guys here. Unbelievable. Well, I must have obviously. This is the only way in around this building, so it's got to be in here. And it's obviously not here. So the question is, where the hell is it? That's not up there. My man, you can't even jump up there. It's pretty lame. Alright, well. What am I fucking missing here with this thing? Oh, well, hopefully this is it. Hmm. I mean, I was already here, so... Yeah, I don't know where the fuck this guy is. How to get into that fucking building. Hmm. Well... Yeah, you figure like one of these doors would open, or... something. Fuck. I figure give it a shot. Maybe something would open. Yeah, that's fucking weird, man. They're way over there, but you would think it was... I mean, they're supposed to be right here. And I've run all around there. Yeah, I mean, other than like other than right here. um, let's just walk over here. Just to see where I am on the map. Oh, so I'm already by that section there. So here's the other spot you really can't get to. Unless it's glitched or something. I don't see a rope to go up on top of the building. Yeah, sometimes, and I doubt it's on this, but sometimes there's like a secret, you know, you gotta shoot. Oh, look at that fucking crap. Ain't that a bitch. Well, at least we found that. Alright, well. That was fucking ridiculous. Alright, well, now we'll fucking finally, there he is.
That's the target agent.
Don't let him get away!
You got the target. Nice.
Yeah, I'll have to just... Don't want to get shot, and I don't want to use up my...
You're not getting away with that.
I'll just use the natural cover. What is in my way? Talk about... Now I should have 100%. See, I'm not taking any damage. So I got 100% hazardous protection.
Attack them from the side.
Wow, you're pretty strong.
Vital signs critical.
So I'm 100%. I got 100% fire protection, so... Deconstruct all. Yeah. So one's down. Still got my med kit, so I'm in good shape, which is what I want. Let's see if we can find this idiot.
Backup request.
Okay. I don't even care about that. Now later when I finish this, like I said, we'll go over the stats with this real quickly. Alright, let's look around. Another fucking construction site. See if I can just, nice try with that shotgun.
I'll cover you. Grenade in the air.
I can take her out pretty quick. My gun is pretty, I mean the backfire is pretty strong. There she goes, there you go. But this guy with the shotgun,
I said miss. You're finished.
he's like, I gotta reload.
Target spotted.
Look at that, look at those numbers there on the right.
Get back out there.
540,000. Oh, he's immune. Look at this guy with the shotgun. I mean, that's some range you got. Oh, you're gonna come up after me.
Target down. Good job.
There you go. Time to take out this idiot. 700. Pay attention to those damage numbers that I'm doing there. 600, 600. He'll be dead. Yeah, another RC on the ground. How about RC right there? It's a fun build. That's what I like about it. Another guy? Get down. Oh my god, I took some. Oh, I got 4 medkits. Okay, that's good.
You got a ballistic shield here.
Take all your stuff.
I'm not gonna wait around. I gotta just get after these guys.
Serious trauma detected.
I gotta backtrack here.
Agent out of
Well,
action.
that's why I use that. Anybody comes down that path, I'm gonna nail him. Oh, here's this Chonga guy now.
Immediate medical
Yes.
assistance needed.
Right after I take that. Wow, girl, you are really running. You know, it's all about kind of like, gotta pick your okay, let me get this last guy here. Now I'm down to one med kit. I think it's just this last guy here. See, it's not giving me the square. Otherwise, I'd like fast run over there. Let's see. See what you got, Kane. Ooh. Now it's time to grab my shield. There you go. See, you take that med kit, you get that overshield.
That's another one down. Good job, Agent.
See if they dropped anything. Let's just see what that is. No, it's nothing really. Just deconstruct it all. But I wanted to show you guys. Okay, all right. Just like I promised, let's go over this build real quick. Offensive protocol. Let's see what that is. That's nothing. Deconstruct. Deconstruct. Okay. So I did this bounty. There's 3 guys. You saw it was kind of a pain in the ass. And I'll go over the build here. I like this build. It's really fun. It's really fun. And the gun itself, the Backfire, is it's a fun gun to use. You know. So I go on the demolition specialist. And those guys, you know, those of you who are really familiar with Division, you know, probably just fucking watch another video because you probably might already know this, but there's a lot of ways to do a Backfire build. But when I go over the numbers, you'll see there's 100% protection from like fire and hazards and all that. So depending on the mission, it's a good build. You gotta just pick and choose whatever loadout you want to use. So you go on the demolition specialist there. Here's my Backfire. So it's proficient, SMG damage, you know, max critical hit, and you know it has this this talent, payment in kind. You guys can pause it and read all that. But the secondary gun and the handgun doesn't really matter. I just use this lefty shotgun because I've had it for a while, and I've been already increasing the weapon damage on it, expertising it. So now let's go over the pieces here. So first thing we'll go over is just the backpack. So I got the Ninja Bike backpack. One is obviously, you guys who know, it adds 1 item. So if I have a 3-piece striker, which I do have, with the Ninja Bike, it makes it like you have 4 pieces. So it adds a piece to any gear set. So you'll see on the right side there where it says Striker's Battle Gear, 2 pieces gives me plus 15% weapon handling. And then 3 pieces gives me a 15% extra rate of fire. And then what I want is the 4-piece Striker's Gamble, which increases stacks. And this build is all about stacking up. So my core attributes, all weapon damage, and then hazard protection and bleed resistance. You're gonna need that because anytime you use this Backfire, it ends up causing damage to yourself. On reload, see, it applies 10-second bleed to yourself. So if you don't have a lot of bleed resistance, you'll actually end up every time you reload, you'll take damage. You'll damage yourself. So that's my Ninja Bike backpack. All right, now let's switch over to the striker gear. So I got the striker mask. You can see over here, core attribute, hazard protection, bleed resistance, and then weapon damage, because that's what you want. Again, weapon damage, hazard, and shock resistance, because you're going to be trying to get as many protection from shock. And sometimes somebody will shoot you with something that shocks you, and you want to. If you don't have any shock resistance, you just end up getting, pulverized, and you're like stuck there. And it's really irritating sometimes. It's the same thing with fire or explosive resistance. If you have no protection against those things, every time a grenade or something goes off, you just get kind of rocked. So, and then the chest piece has this talent that I have on it. Press the advantage for the striker stuff. And again, it's stacking things on there, so it helps this whole build. So we saw the mask and you saw the chest piece. The last piece of striker gear is the gloves, which basically is just more weapon damage and then hazard protection. Because that's what I'm trying to stack. Now I got one piece of this Cavalier set, but because I have this Ninja Bike, it automatically will give me two pieces. So that's an extra 30% hazard protection. And again, we went over those two things there. And then the oddball out here is one piece of this Seska, but because I have the Ninja Bike, it automatically gives me two pieces. So I have some crit hit chance and some extra 20% hazard protection. And then you'll see here the attributes, crit hit damage, and then more hazard protection. So if I go over the number, and then I'm using obviously the Reviver Hive. As you can see, that really came in handy because if you're doing a lot of solos, you don't want to go halfway through a mission, and because that was on heroic. That bounty was on heroic. So the last thing you want is to go halfway through a mission and get knocked down, and especially on some of these heroic missions, then you got to do the whole fucking thing over again. And who wants that? So again, it depends on the build you're using, but if you're doing solos, it's kind of nice to have a Reviver Hive. So if you get knocked down, it literally will revive you. That's the whole point of it. And the last thing is the shield that I'm carrying, which is the Crusader shield with shield health, holster regeneration, and active regeneration. So let's get to the numbers that you guys are wanting to see. So I got almost 115% weapon damage, 54 crit hit chance, crit hit damage 80, headshot damage. Let's go back down to the one I want to get to. All weapon damage bonus, 95%. Submachine bonus. What I want to show you is, so I got almost 1 million armor, which in a way is kind of medium, I suppose, but with the shield really does help. So max health regeneration. So I'm 50% pulse resistance. I see 108% hazard protection and 100% bleed. And so here's this is all the stuff I wanted to show you. So this is a great build. I mean, it's an unbelievable build for things that are, especially like, I don't know if I'd use it in the dark zone. I guess you could, because there's a lot of things that it's either fire or disorient. People in there, they're always trying to fuck with you. Either it's a shock, especially these people now, they've been using that St. Elmo, so they start shooting you, and they'll get their little stacks up, and all of a sudden they have shock bullets. So you're running around there, they shoot you with one bullet, and you're stuck there shocked. You know what I mean? And then you just get shot. But so this build is a really good counter for that, because like I said, look, 108% hazard protection, 100% bleed resistance, 100% blind deaf resistance, 100% burn resistance, disorient resistance 100%, disrupt resistance 100%, ensnare 100%, poison 100%, and the most important, shock. So this build here, the only one it's not going to show you, yeah, there you go. Look at all that. 100% This is a fucking awesome build for anything that has any kind of burn, destroy, disrupt, ensnare, all that stuff. This is the build for you. Try it, or at least leave it in your loadout. You know, put the whole build together and keep it in your loadout, because if you do some of those missions, and I can't remember the one off the top of my head that we used to grind a lot of. I mean, like I said, I haven't played this game in like a year and a half or so, but I'm already maxed out on so many things because you know I've played it for so long. I think it was this one, Pentco. So you go in here when you want to grind gear, and there's a lot of little hazards in here, and you can kind of run through. And we'll do something else now. Let me see if I can find something. Let's head to the White House just for a minute. One, to get some med kits, and then I have to think of I mean, I remember the missions when I start doing them, but because sometimes for me the game gets, after a while, you know, this game becomes. All right, let's see if we can set waypoint, show target.
Accepting backup request.
We'll just shoot over and help whoever the hell this is. That's how we do it, you know what I mean? Philly down 96 needs help, so no Marine left behind. That's our philosophy. There's no man, no woman left behind, but in my case, no Marine left behind. And we'll just see whatever hell this dude is doing here.
Well, it's the open world boss, that's why I call it Backfire.
Agent,
He's behind
the
him.
debrief was safer.
Over there to your left.
Kelso had to
Alright.
said it was safer for us if he's not here.
Uh-oh. I'm straight.
Available, Agent.
You're dead.
Agent down.
Can't see a target from here. Gotta reload! Can't you hurt me? Cover!
I got the main guy was dead here. Alright, there you go. I don't think so, my man. Alright, well, I'm streaming right now. Let me